Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to yet another video. I haven't filmed a video in a little bit, just a sit down video, but I think this video is extremely important. And today I want to talk about mileage blockers or mileage stoppers or whatever you want to call them on your BMW. Before I start off this video, I just want to give a huge disclaimer, basically saying I am in no shape or form promoting these. I just wanted to make a video to help potential buyers stay away from buying cars with mileage blockers on them. I know when I got my car, I checked it out thoroughly to make sure the mileage wasn't blocked just because it was an imported car. I also want to mention this is a federal crime in the United States and it is not taken lightly. Dealerships and corporations will pursue you at the highest degree. So do not go out and buy a mileage blocker. This video is purely to tell people how to stay away from buying cars with mileage blockers and even how to check if your car has a mileage blocker on it right now without you even knowing. With that said, let's jump straight into today's video. Basically, mileage blockers, if you don't know what they are, they're installed on dashboards of cars or somewhere in between the harness going to the dash and the actual dashboard. And a lot of the modern cars have digital dashboards, so it's very easy to put a little adapter, which I'll have on the screen, that goes in between the two harnesses and it can block the mileage going to the cluster, slowing it down. Now, in most cases, these tools or adapters or harnesses can't actually stop mileage, but all they can do is slow it down. For example, if your car shows it has 3, it may have actually traveled 10 miles. And the awful part about these are they are completely undetectable. They are plug and play. You can shut them off. They work on cars with the latest iSteps or latest firmware if the car's been updated, and most importantly, they are undetectable by a lot of scan tools. I know ISTA is very good at it, but another one that I want to mention, it has a built-in program. I'm not getting paid to say this, I personally use this, is Carly, and I'll have this linked down below. Carly can code cars, program cars, but the best thing about Carly, it has a used car check, and it can check if your car has had tampered mileage. Well, you might say, hey Evan, well doesn't the car throw a tamper dot? No, it even filters out that. It filters out essentially noise and makes it show what it wants to see. It is a very clever tool and they've really perfected it, so that's why they are extremely dangerous. As I've mentioned, these mileage blockers or stoppers are 100% plug and play, no splicing, making them extremely dangerous. So even if you remove them, there's no evidence that these tamper modules were installed on the car, and that's why they are extremely dangerous. You can even turn them on and off from your steering wheel controls, which is absolutely insane. So people are able to sometimes show the correct mileage and other times slow down the mileage. Well, you'll never show the correct mileage once you start using one of these, but you can have it track how many miles you're actually going, making these super dangerous. All the functions of the car will work 100%, cruise control, everything like that. They have really perfected these tools. Also, the other thing to mention is your mileage is stored in a couple places. Your mileage is stored on your cluster, your CAS module, or your FEM, or your BDC module, wherever the car's immobilizer information is stored, the mileage is stored there, and is also stored on the keys. This tool or blocker is only blocking it out of the dashboard, so it's really not 100% undetectable, but to the average person it is, and that's why you need the right tools, which is why I will have Carly linked down below if you want to purchase to see if your car has any sort of mileage tampering going on. The other thing you can do is pull your dashboard. There's usually just 2 screws. Pull it forward and see if it's still even installed on your car. A lot of these people are finding these installed on their car. They're becoming increasingly more common for people with leased vehicles. So if you took over a lease from someone or bought a leased car, a lot of people are putting these $200 mileage stoppers in the car, and this will basically allow them not to go over their mileage because they don't want to pay that per mileage fee, which is a lot more than spending $200 on this little blocker, which is why people are doing it. So you really need to watch out for these tools. They're becoming increasingly more common. They're found on a lot of cars. Companies make them for a wide variety of cars. It's not just BMWs. It's Volkswagen, it's Audi, it's Mercedes-Benz, it's Toyota, it's Chevy, it's Ford. It's all these automakers. People are making mileage blockers for them, and they're super dangerous. I was really skeptical about getting my car to make sure that it didn't have a mileage blocker. I wanted my mileage to be 100% accurate. It kills the resale value, and like I said, it is a federal crime, so I am not recommending anyone go out and buy a mileage blocker. Just watch this video, make sure you're not buying a car with a mileage blocker, and you should be all set, and you will be 100% safe from having your car's mileage be tampered with. And then the one last thing I wanted to reiterate, just because your mileage is going up doesn't mean you don't have a mileage blocker. Like I said, your mileage can still go up, it just goes up slower. For example, you might only show 3 miles have passed on your odometer. However, your car has actually traveled 10 miles. That is how these tools work, especially on the latest I-stepper firmware on BMW dashes. They've tried their best to block it, but these people that make these tools are super clever, and they found a way around that. That's why it does not stop. It just slows it down, and all your other features work just like they should from the factory. Just make sure you're not buying a car with it. Make sure your car doesn't have it, and if it does, definitely report it to the manufacturer of the car so they are aware, because this is becoming increasingly more common and there needs to be a stop to this. This is incredibly dangerous to the automotive industry. It's costing people thousands of dollars when they buy these cars thinking it may only have 50 when it actually has 70, and that's a huge discrepancy in mileage. So guys, just make sure you're checking out your cars before you buy it. If you have any questions or concern, drop them in the comments below. I'll be sure to help you out. One last thing I need to reiterate, I am in no shape or form recommending that you buy a mileage blocker. This video is for educational purposes to make sure my viewers do not buy cars or have a car with a mileage blocker or stopper installed on their vehicle or previously installed on their vehicles. So if you guys like this video, give it a huge thumbs up, consider subscribing, check out my links down below, my ECS link, my Amazon link. I'll also have a link for Carly if you would like to buy Carly. Like I said, it is a huge lifesaver. You can do coding, you can do diagnostics, also check for mileage blockers or tampered mileage on your BMW. So it's a super useful tool. I'll have that link down below. That's all I have for this video. If you guys like it, give it a huge thumbs up, and I'll catch you in the next one.